Yes guys, good evening to all. I will now start my walk video from up Holetown in St. James. Looking towards Sunset Quest, to Holetown. So right now I'm at Sunset Quest in St. James at the moment. Looking towards Vauxhall. This is Sunset Mall over here. We will come across KF Shepherd, which is a duty-free shopping store. KF Shepherd has a branch down here in Holetown. And you also come across Columbia Emerald, which is another duty-free shopping store. And also Quartz Optical, Nature Discount, and the First Caribbean Bank. And the Photo Finish, which is the Photo Studio. And this way back to Sandy Lane Hotel, which is a 5-star top class hotel here in Barbados, also on the west coast. Yeah. Yes guys. This way to Sunset Quest itself and the Molyneux and the Cemetery Lane of St. James Cemetery. And I'm going to make my way throughout Holetown. This is the all seasons resort and you're welcome. Over here as well. And this is Vauxhall here, which is a private property, private driveway, a private home. So this is all Holetown in St. James, which was Barbados' first town. It was where the English settled when they landed in Barbados in 1627, and they set up the first church, which is St. James Parish Church. That's a new hotel here being built. So this area is known as Highway 1. Yeah, Rihanna, yeah. So yes, there's lots of hotels along the west coast. And as I said before, lots of rich and famous people like to build their houses along the west coast of Barbados. And lots of people, lots of rich people, even the guy who owns Virgin Atlantic, Richard Branson, has a home along the west coast of Barbados as well. All here is Sunset Quest in Holetown. Another hotel being built here. On my next visit to Holetown, I will take you guys to the Chatter Village at Holetown. As I said before, this is Barbados' first town. Even though it's not the capital, it's still the first town of Barbados. But Bridgetown is the capital. And you can see the Sandy Crest Medical Clinic over here as well. And this is Sand Dollar here, another hotel. Another hotel. So this is a busy evening. This road is always busy, often busy. You can see the Sandy Crest Medical Clinic. And this is the site where Chafet restaurant used to be. I will go off the road now and onto the beach, which is known as Settlers Beach. The Chattel House, the Chattel Village is on the other side of Holetown, but I will not be going through there this evening. I will left that for another time. So now approaching the beach, and the walkway back to the beach and back to Holetown. Yes guys, that's why lots of people like to use the highway 2A, which is the above road by St. Thomas Church at Warrens and come up, because the west coast is often filled with traffic. So this is the west coast now, Holetown. Looking this way will take you by the Sandy Lane Hotel, which is a 5-star hotel. Sandy Lane Beach is around the corner from here. Looking in this direction will be Sandy Lane Beach. And this is the new boardwalk. So I'm taking some of this duty before I take you further into Holetown. I will end the video by St. James Parish Church at Fort Stone Beach. St. James Parish Church was the first church in Barbados. It was built in 1629, 2 years after the English settled. The English settled in 1627 and they built St. James Parish Church. St. James is the oldest church here in Barbados. I will eventually end up there. So this is the boardwalk, and this is the site where the former Chafet restaurant used to be. Chafet moved to Holetown in 1993, and it was closed in 2008, around that time. The owner of Chafet had to vacate that spot because the owners of the land wanted the property. Chafet was on this spot here, which is now vacant. Right here I'm looking at, where I'm looking at was Chafet. Chafet is a fast food restaurant here in Barbados, exclusive to Barbados. Even though it is not owned by a Barbadian, it is still exclusive to Barbados. The owner of Chafet is a guy named Assad John Hallouk, who is a Trinidadian national, but he has about 14 or so outlets in Barbados. I remember when Chafet used to be here, and you can sit down and watch the sun setting on evenings. And that was one of the Chafet restaurants with a barbecue barn restaurant attached to it. Looking back towards Sandy Lane in a southerly direction. So this is the new boardwalk. So this is all where Chafet used to be. So this is the West Coast. It can be also referred to as the Platinum Coast or the Gold Coast. And the sea here is always fit for bathing. So you don't have to have any doubts about bathing on this beach. It is not like the East Coast where the currents are strong and the tides are high. All here where traffic used to be. All here where traffic used to be, and you can see the Sandy Crest Medical Center, which is a 24-hour center. Sandy Crest will cater to persons living in the north and west of the island. Sandy Crest Medical Center open 24 hours. On my next visit to Holetown, I will take you guys to the Chapel Village, which is on the opposite side of Holetown. All this is Holetown and the traffic. This area is a busy area. This is all the west coast of Barbados. And I'm in the parish of St. James. Yeah. So this is the beach house here, which is another hotel. The beach house is another hotel. And this we are back to Holetown. The beach house, which is a hotel on the on the west coast. And this is the Paul Owens restaurant at the beach house. This is the boardwalk that will lead to Fort Stone Beach. Looking back to Holetown Beach. So you will mostly see the sun setting out here. This beach can be referred to as Settlers Beach as well. And this is the Paul Owens restaurant at the beach house. Paul Owens restaurant at the beach house. And this is the menu for the restaurant. Sample evening menu. This is the Barbados flag here. You don't see the broken trident, the black in the middle. You don't see anyone outside this evening. So this is the hotel, the beach house, and this is the boardwalk that will lead to Fort Stone Beach. And this is the Ocean Terrace Lounge. Drift Ocean Terrace Lounge. Another restaurant here on the west coast. So lots of tourists like to frequent the west coast. Further north now will be Fort Stone Beach and St. James Parish Church. This is the Tides restaurant Tides restaurant here. Tides restaurant on the west coast. And this is the St. James Villas here. Yes guys, I will say again that this is the first town here in Barbados after the English settled here in 1627. So Holetown was originally Jamestown first, and then it was later named Holetown. Named after the Hole Parish, Hole, H-O-L-E. St. James Villas. Looking back at the Tides restaurant again. These waters are very calm, I must say. St. James Villa, which is a beachfront apartment as well. St. James Villas. Back at the Tide restaurant. Another restaurant here. So this is Zakio's Pizza House, Zakio's on the west coast. Another restaurant, another hotel here. We are back to Folkestone Park. And this is the back of the police station, Magistrates Court, and library. This is the police station complex and the Magistrates Court. And on the opposite side is the massive supermarket. This massive supermarket underwent construction between 2017. It underwent construction in 2017. The old supermarket, when it was West Coast Mall, it was Supercenter Supermarket, and then it later became Massey. And then it later, the old building was torn down, and then we built to this modern structure here, as it is Massey stores now. Back at Holetown in St. James. Looking back at the Zakio's Pizza and the Tropical Sunset, and the Surfside Restaurant and Bar, and the St. James Villas, the front now. Yes, guys. So Surfside is this way again. Like a massive store. This is the police station complex. We will come across the Magistrates Court, the library, and the Barbados Revenue Authority, and so on. And this is the walkway to take you back to Seaview and so on. And this is the Rubis gas station here, which was once Texaco gas station. Rubis gas station. Rubis gas station, which was once Texaco. And this is the monument outside of the police station. It says this plaque was erected in the 11th year of Barbados independence to mark the 315th anniversary of the first permanent settlement on the island in February 1627, 1605 to 1905. The police station complex with the Barbados Revenue Authority, the National Library Service, and the Magistrates Court and the Barbados Revenue Authority, all in this complex. Again, this is the Rubis gas station, which was once Texaco. And this is the Royal Bank of Canada here. So this is all Holetown in St. James. The only place I forgot to show you guys was the Chattel Village. And this is the Holetown Methodist Church here. Holetown Methodist Church, and the building next door is the Lime Grove Lifestyle Center. And this is a mall here where you'll come across Wine World and other businesses in there. So this is St. Holetown Methodist Church, and next door is the Lime Grove Lifestyle Center. On the road beside Holetown Methodist Church and Lime Grove. We'll lead you back to St. Thomas Parish Church. The area is known as Seaview. So this is Lime Grove here, Lifestyle Center. And this road here will take you back to St. Thomas Parish Church via Seaview and Lassel's Hill and back to Rock Hall in St. Thomas as well. And again, I look at Holetown Methodist Church and the Royal Bank of Canada. And the mall here, we will come across the Wine World, the Gear Boutique Resort wear. That's the Holetown Methodist Church. And the road to take you back to Seaview via Holetown, Seaview via Lascelles and St. Thomas Parish Church. This is the route that the district bus travels to get into St. Thomas. So if you are coming from Holetown and you want to get to Harrison's Cave or Welsh Mahogany or Rock Hall, which was the first freedom village in Barbados, you will use this road to get there. And this is our Lime Grove Lifestyle Center, which has a cinema, and the things sold in this store are very expensive as well. And this is First Street here. We will come across nightclubs. This is where the nightclubs are. Lots of nightclubs in Holetown. The Spago restaurant and bar is also through here. I will not go all along in the First Street. I will just take you guys halfway. Spago restaurant and bar at First Street. That's good. You're looking back up to Seaview Road. I will take you back to St. Thomas Parish Church and into the parish of St. Thomas and the center of the island. And again, I look at Holetown Methodist Church and the Royal Bank of Canada, all in Holetown, St. James. And this is the Lime Grove Lifestyle Center, which was built here in 2010. So yes guys, every year in February, late February, there's a Holetown festival that is celebrated, where you will have different parade light. It starts on the Thursday and ends on the Friday. It's called the Holetown Festival, to commemorate the English settlers that landed here in 1627, right here at Holetown. So this is all the Lime Grove Lifestyle Center here. And the Holetown Methodist Church and the Royal Bank of Canada. This is all Lime Grove Lifestyle Center here. And this is 2nd Street. We'll come across the Muse restaurant and other nightclubs as well, again. All Lime Grove Lifestyle Center. There's also a cinema in there as well. And like I said before, things here at Lime Grove are very expensive. Approaching St. James Parish Church, where I will end the video. And this is a pond here. This area is often known for the flooding when the heavy rain falls. When there's a heavy rainfall, there's also lots of flooding in the Holetown area as well. So, as I said before, Holetown was referred as Jamestown first, before renaming Holetown. So this is Jamestown Park here at Holetown in St. James. This is Jamestown. Looking back at Lime Grove Lifestyle Center. So this way will lead you back to Spikestown, which is another town here in Barbados to the northern end of the island. That's good. That's the Jamestown Park, the Holetown St. James. Jamestown Park. And this is Trent's pasture here, out there by the St. James Secondary School. St. James Secondary School is referred to as the Frederick Smith Secondary School. And this is the island village here. Some more. This is the Rock Neck Grill and Bar. So again, this is Trent's pasture, outside of the St. James Secondary School, which is best referred to as the Frederick Smith Secondary School. And this road here is referred to as Trent's. That will lead you back to it will lead you back to Orange Hill, which is in St. James, and back to St. Thomas Parish Church as well, and back to Highway 2A and Westmoreland and Lancaster as well. And you can see the St. James Secondary School, which is known as the Frederick Smith Secondary School, and this is the Sandpiper Hotel over here. The Sandpiper. Sandpiper, and this is Trent's pasture. So this is the bottom of the hill here that will lead you back to Holetown. So this is all Holetown. So this is all Trent's pasture, and this is a new mural that was painted here recently with some like Indians, American Indians. I never saw it before. And this is Settlers Beach here. Settlers Beach, Sandpiper and Settlers Beach. The name Settlers Beach came about because of the English that landed here in 1627, setting up. They landed here in 1627 from England in Holetown, and that's how the name Settlers Beach came about, because this is where they settled, right here in Holetown, St. James. And this is the Aspiga parking spot, the taxi section over here. Looking back at Holetown Road. As I said before, lots of white people live in this area and frequent this area, both for locals and tourists. Both for locals and internationals live in this area, and lots of tourists frequent this area as well. Now reaching St. James Parish Church, which is the oldest place of worship in Barbados. Established in 1629, 2 years after the English settlement. St. James Parish Church Hall Annex. The church hall was the site of the St. James Vestry, whose financial parochial treasurer was Amos Keith Esbitt, and the final location of the offices in the Northern District Council before the local government was abolished in 1967. It also served as a local primary school until around 1940, when the school at Trent was built. To the west on the beach was the St. James Almshouse and the mortuary before they relocated to St. Thomas. So now reaching St. James Parish Church. St. James Parish Church. And this is Fort Stone Road. The road that leads down to Spikestown and to the north of the island. And this is the Barbados Sotheby's International Realty. And this is the church hall here. And this is St. James Parish Church now, which is the oldest church in Barbados. The oldest place of worship. St. James Parish Anglican Church, the oldest place of worship in Barbados. The first church in Barbados was St. James Parish Church. The sign says no entry. And this is the church annex next door. So this is a look at St. James Parish Church, the oldest place of worship. This is the cemetery here, but not much people are buried in here. I think this cemetery is reserved for people who died from cholera. So as I said before, St. James Parish Church is the oldest church in Barbados, built in 1629, 2 years after the English landed here in Barbados. And it's situated next to Fort Stone Park. I believe the church is closed. No? Yes guys, thanks for watching now, and have a blessed evening.